All right, let's talk about one of the most complex, cosmic, and just completely audacious plans ever cooked up by a comic book villain. We're diving deep into Doctor Doom's master scheme, a story that really redefines what ambition even means. And it all boils down to this incredible, mind-bending paradox you see right here. To save everything that is, one man is convinced that he has to burn it all to the ground first. So yeah, let's get into how that makes any sense. To really wrap your head around Doom's plan, you've got to understand the two massive things happening at once: the villain himself and the absolutely apocalyptic crisis that he's facing. First up, the man himself. Look, the Doctor Doom we are talking about here is not some up-and-coming threat. No, this is Doom in his absolute prime. He's the undisputed monarch of Latveria, and his power, his intellect, and yeah, his arrogance are all at their absolute peak. This isn't an origin story. This is a master playing chess with the universe. Now let's look at the crisis he's up against, which is just as epic. We're talking about a total cosmic breakdown. These events called incursions are popping up everywhere, causing the entire multiverse to just collapse and die. And this isn't some abstract threat in the sky. As you can see, this decay is a sickness that's poisoning the most fundamental cosmic beings out there, like eternity, the literal embodiment of all reality. And this is so crucial because this enormous cosmic problem isn't just happening out there. It has very real, very personal, and devastating consequences. Let's see how that sickness actually shows up. This is where a character named Love enters the picture. She's suffering from this mysterious, life-threatening illness, and it's a direct symptom of that multiversal decay we were just talking about. And why? Because her very life force is tied to the health of eternity. So she's not just sick, she is basically a living, breathing barometer for a dying cosmos. And this just lays it out perfectly. It's a simple but absolutely devastating chain reaction. Step 1, the multiverse starts to fall apart. Step 2, eternity, the being that literally is that reality, gets weaker. And that leads directly to step 3. Love's life force, which is tied to eternity, just drains away. The cosmic becomes tragically personal. So the stakes are set, right? Reality itself is on the line. Now let's pivot to Doctor Doom's response. Because when he sees this problem, his solution is methodical, it's specific, and it reveals this chilling pattern in who he decides to go after. Which brings us to the absolute heart of this whole mystery. Why is he going after the children of Earth's most powerful heroes? I mean, this is clearly not random. What could they possibly have in common that makes them the key to his entire grand design? Okay, it's time for the big reveal. Let's answer that question, because it uncovers the true nature of Doom's targets. You see, he's not just hunting people, he's hunting a specific cosmic function. He is hunting reality's anchors. So what in the world is an anchor or a nexus being? Well, they're these incredibly rare individuals who are constants. They exist across the infinite multiverse as a stabilizing force. And what makes them so special, so powerful, is that they have the innate ability to actually affect and literally reshape reality itself. You can think of them as the linchpins, the very things holding their individual timelines together. And that right there is the aha moment. The reason Doom is targeting these specific kids is because of their fundamental job in the architecture of the cosmos. They are the keys to everything. Okay, so now we know the what and the who. It's time to get to the why. This is where we really get inside Doom's head and explore his ultimate philosophy and the terrifying endgame of his plan to completely rewrite what he sees as a flawed reality. You know, Doom's philosophy is as arrogant as it is brutally simple. He looks out at the current multiverse with all of its chaotic, infinite, uncontrolled growth, and he just sees a mistake, a flawed concept, an error in the design of creation. He doesn't want to fix it, he wants to delete it. And in its place, he wants to impose absolute, unwavering order. A single, perfect reality rewritten from the ground up, entirely according to his singular vision. His will is meant to become the new, unbreakable law of physics for everything and everyone. This slide really helps you see his twisted logic. He sees the original universe, Earth 616, as the original blueprint, the way things were supposed to be. Everything else, this whole sprawling multiverse, is just a flawed deviation, an anomaly, a bug in the system that he has to correct. So in his mind, he's not a destroyer. He's a restorer,
restoring reality to his own perfect order, of course.
And every single one of these steps, this entire master plan, all of it, leads to one inevitable, dramatic, universe-shattering conclusion: the birth of Battleworld. And when you think about it, it's a chillingly logical conclusion. By getting his hands on these anchor beings, the very linchpins of reality, Doom has successfully gathered all the raw material he needs. He now holds the power to literally rewrite the source code of existence itself. And the climax of all that insane ambition is this: the creation of Battleworld. As the old multiverse finally crumbles away, Doom uses the power he's collected to forge a new, single, patchwork planet from all the dying remains. This is the new reality, where every single survivor is now forced to live together under his absolute rule. But here's the final, incredible thought to leave you with. That quote says it all. The creation of Battleworld is not the end of the war. It is the arena for the next, even greater one. Doom has solved a cosmic crisis only to create the ultimate battlefield, which really leaves you wondering, what happens next when all of reality's survivors are trapped on one single world ruled by a god who sees himself as their only savior?